it's Moonlight Mason, and it has been a minute, right, since I've talked about my favorite Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash. Oh dear, do we have a lot to catch up on. The pattern will not break until Trisha Paytas realizes that she needs to uplift, give, not just in money. See, I'm not talking about money. I'm not saying let's go on vacation, I'm gonna pay for the whole thing. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? I'm not talking about financially. I'm not talking about materialistically. That's not what I'm saying about giving. Maybe in her mind, right? Because I believe that's what her dad did. I think that's what I read in one of her books. You know, I've read both of her books of her growing up, right? And the fact that her mother, oh God, I don't know how much deeper I want to get into this, but her mother allowed her to eat whatever she wanted. And Trisha says, "Thank you, Mom, for not shaming me." That is not shaming you. That is being a parent and caring for you, loving you. That is what love looks like. Put on your seat belt. That is love. You want to know what I've got to say about TP and her shenanigans? Keep watching. Hi everyone, it's Moonlight Mason, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the relationship between Jason Nash and Trisha Paytas. As many of you know, I do love when you subscribe. I love when you subscribe, and I appreciate you, and we are doing this lightheartedly. We do not send anyone any hateful comments. I am breaking it down and telling you what I see, right? And unfortunately, what I'm seeing and what gets to me in their relationship, at least what is shown to us, is that I see Trisha sabotaging this relationship left and right. She has talked about that sometimes she amps up the clinginess, you know, how clingy she is, the neediness. I saw when she said I many times amped it up for the video or for views, or, you know, these titles that Jason comes up with as well. You know, he's part of the title clickbait that continues, that has never stopped. And you know that's true. You know, look at our engagement photos, our Trisha eating my wedding cake. All of this is a bunch of BS so that you can click on the video. It's so sad because at this point in their game, in their YouTube game, there's no need for that. They've got the people that want to see their content and they're going to watch. They don't need to come up with these titles that are untrue. Now, she commented something about calling Jason daddy, and I commented and I said, she said something like, why, or should I, or something. And I said, I would never call my boyfriend daddy, especially if he has children and he is a daddy. Or, you know, you might want to call him daddy in the bedroom if that's what he wants you to call him in the bedroom. But I've never known a healthy relationship. I've never known a healthy relationship where the girlfriend, where your woman calls you daddy. It just cringes. It fills me with like the nail on the chalkboard type of feeling when she calls him daddy. I feel it emasculates him. Okay? And I know that he's going along for the ride. I know he is, and that he's playing along with this. I understand that. But I also see, good example, like when she's in the car and he said, put your seatbelt on, you know, and she gets a little, you know, and he said, what? Did I change the vibe when I said that? And she's like, yeah. And she said to him before, don't try to change me. Don't tell me what to eat. And she has said before that, thank you, Mama, for never shaming me on what I ate. She thinks it's shaming. And when Jason asked her to put on her seatbelt. I don't know if any of you guys noticed this. She never did. It's a control issue with Trisha. That's what all of this is about. Is she feels, see, she doesn't understand that she has to give. She might be giving, and I mean, to the ultimate that many of us cannot do in the bedroom. She might be giving in the bedroom, I'm sure she is, right? And satisfying. But when a man tells you, your boyfriend, your significant other, anybody, your parent, your friend tells you, put on your sneak belt. Put on your seat belt. Put on your seat belt. You need to understand that it comes from a place of love. See, she doesn't recognize that. Oh, she's so into me, right? And all I see is Jason doing things for her. Man, poor, I hope and pray, I don't know, but I hope and pray that Jason has never had an addiction with alcohol. Because I have thought this many times, maybe he has some kind of addiction that in the past, and that he has to stay away from it. Or maybe he just chooses to be and live a healthier lifestyle. And you've seen the videos and she's encouraging him to drink. It's not even 12 o'clock. And every time, I think she's an alcoholic. I mean, what else is it when someone drinks as much as she drinks? She drinks alcohol at every single meal. That's an alcoholic. And what I noticed with Jason is that when Jason has been away from her for whatever, I don't know for how long, for any period of time, right? And he has slept, he has maybe drank his water, he's exercised, he's taken care of his children, which I want to talk about in a little bit. He's taking care of his children. I notice that he looks younger and he looks more well rested. When he's with Trisha, I know you guys see the body language. And let me tell you something. Anyone, any human being can only take so much. You love a person, I really believe that he loves her and that he cares for her, but she's not giving him any room to come out with that and to just grow authentically towards her. When everything she does and she thinks it's funny, or she thinks that, she can get away with it because she's playing to the views, she's playing to the camera. Trust me, the day will come and it'll be between now and 6 months. Watch. The day will come, well, Jason, it's not his fault. Any human being, you can't take it. She's controlling, she's manipulating. Not only that, he does so much for her, right? Like when he brought her the Cheetos, how many things has he done for her? Wear matching clothes, right? Go along. This one video where she talks about his looks in Kabul. Like, how many times can you tell someone you look good? After a while, the other person is going to think, is that all you see? Is that all you want? Is me to look like an 18-year-old and wear my tight jeans and have the camera focus on his private parts and his butt and his Vans and his shirt and making him into matching her, and he's going along with it because he wants the relationship to work. He wants that. He likes her. He compliments her. And even if they are, I'm telling you, I understand that they are playing to the camera. And but even if that's true, like a joke, right? There's always the underlying element of it, that it's there. I would never treat a man this way. I think that Jason is a very nice boyfriend. I know that Trisha has said that he has his skeletons and that he covers them well. I heard her say that, and we all do. None of us are perfect. I do, right? We all do. But you don't emasculate your man. You don't take away from him and make him feel that no matter what he does, no matter how many times he reassures her, it's not enough. And in Trisha's state of being, it'll never be enough, because herself says that she's insecure and she doesn't realize that she's going to end up on her kitchen floor. She's going to end up hurt, and it will not be Jason's fault. Even if Jason does something out of character or does something that on the outside looks like it's his fault, you can only take so much. But she can't get deep. You can't have any deep conversation with her, because when he has tried to talk about something deep, she changes the subject. She laughs. She doesn't know common foods. She doesn't know a lot of common foods. She doesn't know so much. And instead of taking this opportunity and allowing it to be a growing, learning experience from an older man, I see her, and you know what? I have to tell you, I don't think it's intentional. I really do not believe it's intentional, which is worse than it being intentional. Because at least if it was intentional, she would know what she's doing. I don't think she's doing it intentionally. But what I see is her lowering his spirit, is her tearing him down, slice but slice, little by little. I don't see her giving. That's it. I do not see her giving to the man. I don't see that. We don't see her giving. All we see is her dressed like me. Let's go on these big vacations. Let's keep going. You know, I don't know if she's paying the whole thing. It really is none of our business. It doesn't matter. He's a wonderful guy from what I see. He's a wonderful guy. Now, let's get to his children. What I read somewhere, that doesn't make it true, does it? Just because someone makes a comment on something, or just because I'm telling you this, does not make it true. But what I read somewhere is that someone commented that they knew his wife, and that they know firsthand that he hasn't been involved with the kids as much as he was when he prior to meeting Trisha. Now, you know what? That usually does happen. Usually when you meet a boyfriend or you meet a girlfriend, your other friends or your other life, you know, that kind of takes a little back, you know, it takes a little background. It kind of goes in the background a little bit, and you spend a lot more time with this person that you're excited to be with. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that Jason isn't being manipulated, and that he doesn't feel less self-worth than he did before the relationship with Trisha. Let me tell you something. You know, when Trisha does her videos by herself and she talks about him, those are way, way better. I like those videos way better, because I feel like she's really there's a part of her that's really being more truthful and more real to the camera. Oh, my nose itches, excuse me. I think it's my hair. I think a bit of my hair got in my nose. Oh. I don't know, what do you guys think? And I know a lot of you say that you like seeing them together, but you have to understand that a healthy relationship uplifts and adds to both parties' self-worth, self-esteem. Both people are better for being in the relationship. And what I'm seeing is many times Jason doesn't want to drink. Oh, have it, try it. Oh, okay, it's only going to be me drinking. I mean, all this stuff. You know, I am such a different human being than she is. Sometimes I think, and I'm going to share this with you, I think, wow, what a different reality it would be for Jason Nash if he dated me. Because it would be, I am so giving, and I am the opposite of Trisha. I don't want him to date me. I'm not interested in Jason Nash. You know, he's really not my type. I'm just telling you that on a human to human level, the respect of uplifting your spirit, uplifting your self-esteem, and making your partner a better person by respect and by giving and doing things that he doesn't expect. Instead of her saying, you know, March 8th, I have a nail appointment in the valley, write it down. I'm telling you, I understand that it might be for views. I understand, but there is that underlying thing that she talks about, being needy, and you know what? It's gonna wear on Jason, unfortunately. It's gonna wear on anybody, not just Jason, any human being. And I hope Jason doesn't get hurt. I pray that Jason has not shared, really, I mean, this is a warning, Jason, if you're watching, you've got to keep your secrets to yourself, because if you have shared any of these secrets with Trisha and something happens and you piss her off, and I'm not saying you would piss her off, her feelings will get hurt. She's a real sensitive and irrational one, okay? When her feelings get hurt, it's going to be all over the internet. It's going to be all over, and then she's going to feel so bad, and it's just going to be repeating the same pattern again and again and again. And I'm just going to end this video now. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.